Up till pretty recently, I've been quite addicted to YouTube. For quite a long period, ever since COVID days when I would just binge TV on YouTube on the TV on the couch for hours and hours, I could easily spend hours and hours on YouTube until the whole day passes. But lately that's changed, and it's changed quite drastically. And it happened over a period of time. It didn't happen quite so instantly, but somewhat instantly. It kind of faded away, my YouTube watching time. And I found out it was because I was practicing not watching YouTube and replacing it with other things, like for example, listening to music. If you hear a bit of piano music in the background, I've been listening to a lot of classical music, specifically these days Baroque music, and specifically Bach keyboard music. But before that, before I was getting into Baroque music and Bach, I was listening to pop songs from the 90s, 2000s, and some of the older ones before I was born. And listening to music has actually been quite a good replacement for watching YouTube. At the beginning, I was doing it to relax instead of trying to stimulate my mind because I was not getting that much sleep. I was just turning on music and kind of resting. And I got used to not watching YouTube over time as I listened to hours and hours of music and just lay there kind of resting, whether it's on the couch or lying in bed, just listening to music. So I noticed that yesterday after lunch, instead of being tempted to watch YouTube like I would have weeks ago, I went to the piano and I sat down and I did some improv exercises, and that just came to me naturally. I didn't... Mochi's begging. Anyways, I'll get to her after this video. So the improv, I didn't have to force myself to sit down. The urge came to me naturally, and I sat down and started just playing some chords and notes at random, and I had a good time doing that for about 30 minutes or 45 minutes. That wouldn't have happened if I wasn't already used to training myself not to watch YouTube. And also, when I went to get my mom's car serviced and some parts changed and repaired, I took my Kindle with me. I downloaded this new book, it's not a brand new book, it's kind of an old book, Mastery by Robert Greene. I just found it suggested to me, so I downloaded for free, which is why I got the Kindle, to download books for free. And I started reading that for about 2 hours while I was waiting for the car to get serviced. And I actually got engaged. It was a fun read, and I kept reading. So I didn't watch any YouTube while I was waiting. Sorry for the noise outside. So I was reading while I was waiting instead of watching YouTube. I was playing the piano after lunch instead of watching YouTube. I noticed my habits have shifted from watching YouTube into doing other things. And also engaging in all the questions that I have in my mind. Any question that I have, I'll grab my phone and ask AI and have a conversation about different things that I don't know about, or ask me to give it recommendations. Like, the reason I'm listening to Bach music these days is because it recommended Breakfast with Bach, starting off your day with some Bach keyboard music. And so that's why I got into, this particular type of music to listen to for the time being. So having conversations with AI, asking it everything I'm curious about, Music, listening to a lot of music, dabbling in piano and reading. These started forming all organically and naturally just because I started practicing listening to music instead of YouTube for quite an extended period of time, hours I would say. And so by doing that and getting used to low stimulation, now these other low stimulation activities are more appealing and YouTube is less appealing. And in fact, when I do watch YouTube, I'll maybe watch one video or two videos that are 20 minutes long, and then within 40 minutes I'll stop watching, or maximum I'll watch for like an hour, and then I won't be interested in watching anymore. So I've naturally conditioned myself out of being addicted to YouTube to now actually enjoying time, not being bombarded by videos all the time, stimulating videos. So if I were to give you a tip when it comes to if you are addicted to YouTube like I was and you're trying to wean yourself off of it, try replacing it with music, try replacing it with conversations with AI, asking it everything that you're curious about. Replace it with other stuff that is not stimulating videos. And before you know it, within a few days, you might find that your desire to keep reaching for YouTube videos will get lower and lower. And that's been the case for me. So yeah, I hope that helps. 1% better every day, baby.